Okay, it's time to start. Thanks a lot for your waiting. So welcome to the webinar. I'll be presenting you about the new trend of combat sports technologies. But today we are focused on the Taekwondo. So I believe this webinar and contents will give you insight, especially for Taekwondo federations, Taekwondo academies, clubs, and especially for the competition organizers. All right. So let's get it started. I prepared the 5 chapters, and it goes with the last one with conclusion and Q&A sessions. So if you have any question over this about 30 to 40 minutes of webinar, at the end, you have chances to you unmute yourself. You can ask me about any kind of question you have. In the middle, if you have anything you want to interacting with me, you can add in your text on the chat. So I have my colleague next to me, and she will confirm and she will inform me that I can interacting with you in terms of any of comments, any of insights. All right, so let me start with chapter 1, Dartfish introductions. I believe many of you already knew who we are, but let me give you a quick overview. We are the Swiss-based sports tech company, quite long ago started, 1999. And we are renowned as a leader in video analyst and video replay solutions for sports, education, healthcare, and broadcast. There's many different industries we are covering for that. We believe innovative digital technologies make athletes better, teams stronger, officials fairer, and sports safer. That's the motto. That's the reason we are working every day. You can see in the map, we are visibility for most of our, in the world. And also we have a quite number of key milestones. We have a lot of medal won by our clients in summer and winter Olympic Games. A little bit about myself as well. So my name is Moon-Seok. I'm Korean. I'm living in Switzerland because of this organization, Dartfish, over 2 decades. I was lucky to collaborating with many different, Olympic projects in Asia, and also key accounts in Middle East, and also many of the national federations in Taekwondo. That's the reason why I was chosen to presenting today's webinar, to sharing my expertise. Okay, let's start with a video replay. The history from Dartfish, we already started many, many years ago, but one of the 2 milestones we get is we have our solution to be used in London 2012 and Rio 2016. The Olympic Games, our system was used as an official internal instant video replay in Taekwondo. And also in 2020, our solution was used in weightlifting. So based on this success, we never stopped. We even scaling up into Dartfish VAR system. So, we've been working with the FIFA. We got certified. We upgraded our solution in line with the requirements in football games. So finally, we launched new system we call the VAR system 2023. Today, there's 3 continent national leagues are using our solutions in football. And today, we have even more and other sports are trusting our solutions. I choose only 4, but we have a lot more. But I think a key mark is we have international handball federations. They are trusting our solution for World Handball Championships for over the last 3 years. And World Baseball and Softball Confederations, they are using our solution for all the fair game decisions in major baseball and major softball events in the world. Especially India, we have a cricket leagues, national cricket leagues or state cricket leagues. there are many of visibility and use of Dartfish video replay system for also the fairness of an officiate for that. In combat sports, I'm giving you one example that Korea Wrestling Federation already using our solutions in classical mode in 2022. Recently, early this year, they converting it to the new technology, which I'm going to show you, the kiosk, in this year. So those are the key aspects and references how our video replay system is widely spread into the sports. All right, let's move on to the chapter 2. Maybe many of you already got familiar with. I'm talking about legacy or classical Taekwondo instant video replay system. So before we going into the system, let's talk about why IVR system is so important in Taekwondo. Many years back, there's lots of Olympic sports are facing a crisis because the question about the fairness decision, is it really fair or not? That's one of the big issue. Taekwondo, one of these sports, was facing a crisis many years back, right? But not only for that, today, even the last Paris 2024 Olympic Games, you can see the statement that among all the matches used the IVR, there's a 44% of matches resulted in the referee's original decision being overturned, which means this is still significant impact of the game, right? So IVR will enhancing your fairness, either human or technical errors, giving you the full transparency of verifying the key moments, right? Then also electronic scoring system, you need to also necessary to check. Eventually, you can maintain the integrity of competitions. So there's no doubt IVR is very important matter in Taekwondo. All right, then let's talk about a little bit of technical setup. We already had it simplified and already currently used by many of the federations, many of Taekwondo events. Most of the time, there's one coach having a one Windows laptop as one of the system, right? Then you can choose a couple of IP cameras with a tripod. In standard, normally 2 camera is sufficient, cover pretty much everything. But if you believe you want to having even more precise, you want to having every single angles, you can add up to 4 IP cameras. But of course, you need to invest more in terms of hardware, in terms of managing those hardware and installation and dismantle later. Then in the core, you have a network PoE switch in the middle, linking with all the Ethernet cables. So 2 IP camera getting into the PoE switch, then the PoE switch giving you another cable to the computers, and you can control the videos replay with Shuttle Pro. This is a remote jog and shuttle devices. You can plug with a USB cable. Then let's talk about the workflow. So in Taekwondo, instant video review normally happening within under 30 seconds. So step 1, coach or referee has to start or initiate IVR call when they saw something suspicious they want to claim. Okay, this is step 1. Step 2 is referee signal for the video review. This is the step 2. After that, you can see the video referee finding a moment and make sure that which one was correct or not, and analyze the videos. Then at the end, result outcome coming up when either accepted or rejected. So every action seamless within 30 seconds. They're trying to minimize it, right? Because otherwise it's going to be making a hassle to having a continuous of the gameplay. Also, I would like to give you key insights. We already use many different things. There's lots of needs of tagging of every score. So like 1 point and 3 points, whenever it happens during the game, especially when you're using the electronic hobo, which is a scoring system, and also the remote control by referees, right? We can build up with the bridge through the API. We can sending a live signal into our IVR system in Dartfish. We can have auto tagging, which means at the end of the match, every score will record it as a tag events, and you can making a further statistic analysis later. You don't have to do it manually. So this is already existing before, but if you have any scoring system you want to work with, you can contact us. We can develop a bridge to make it happen. All right. I have one indications, one question up. Okay. I don't see.
Stefan, raise his hand.
All right. Can I mute him? Unmute him? Or Stefan, do you mind if we waiting your question at the end of these sessions? Or you write it, your question in the chatting, please, if you don't mind. Okay, so let me continue for that, okay? Okay. All right, chapter 3. This is quite cool thing. I think this is one of the core contents of today's webinar. I would like to presenting you, we have a new product we call the kiosk. I can call it a new coaching gadget. We can have a look. This new product, I can call it as innovative Dartfish kiosk system. It's a full 100% touchscreen UI, which means every action you needed for video replay, you can do controlling everything by touchscreen. Like you're using the iPhone or Android phone, you can use the same concept into this big touchscreen for video replay activities. A beauty of this solution is anyone who doesn't know anything about IT knowledge of everything, they can learn how to using it in 10 minutes, pretty much. Okay, so I will give you a bit more advanced function by functions. So this touch screen, we designed this one because we read the needs from the market. Even though our solution, classical solution, is quite easy to use, but still some people, especially senior people, or some people not really familiar with IT devices, they don't really like it, right? So we giving these functions and making optimization of UX and UI, right? So if you can see on left bottom on the screen, you have a numbers of live cameras. Sorry, this is a number of camera. How many camera you can ingest? That's one of the questions. So you can go actually up to 12 cameras. That's the one of the solution we have. Then what type of video camera you can ingest? Number one is if you have a broadcast SDI feed, you can ingest through using video converter. Or if you have IP cameras, you can also connecting like a legacy setup, you can connecting through the network gear. Or if you have both, you can mix of both. So this is fully compatible with it. Then bottom left, you have a playback control panels, which means you can simply play, pause, stepping forward, stepping backwards, and replay the video in real speed, half speed, and quarter speed. And on the right bottom, you have a display panel, which is you can toggle between multi-view and single video with a full screen view. And also we have a new function, we have a compare mode. Compare mode means is, let's suppose you have a 6 video feeds in it. So you have a 6 videos in Mosaic. But when you do the live replay, you don't need all 6, but I only see 2 of them. then you can randomly selecting two relevant video what you're looking for. Then you can make a full screen. You can see only two and do all the browsing and all the activities for your video review. And the finger gesture is one of the kick for this, devices that swipe. So whenever you see any moment you want to review, you can touch and swipe one finger to the right, to the left. You can slow video navigations. Every video is fully synchronized. So when you swipe, all the videos will automatically and then moving, browsing at the same time. And if you want to make it faster, the browsing, you can using the two fingers and swipe. At any point in time, you want to see more details, you can click and you can pinch with the two fingers, zoom in, zoom out, like you do it with a smartphone. You can zoom in the images, see the more details. I'm sure it's not enough, so I prepared another slide for video kind of demo. This is how does it look like. So once camera is set up and the run at kiosk is started, only thing what you have to do, there's some initial page that indicating how many hours a minute you can recording a video depending on your memories, hard disk inside. Then once you're ready, you press start game button. This is what all you need. Now videos are recording. So here is a, example of handball. Consider this is Taekwondo matches, right? Then once you started this one, whenever you want to do a review, you touch and scroll back. One finger, right? It's slow. Two fingers, faster. So those are the concepts you can find in. And whenever you need it, you can stepping forward and backward, you can see all the details. And you can make a full screen, one of the selected videos, you can do the exact same actions. Even the playback with a real speed, half speed, and a quarter speed. And double tap, go back to the grid mode and finding another, angle, you can browse. Or simply you can have up and down. So out of 4 angles, you can change quickly in different views whenever you're browsing in the full screen for selected. Once you're done, you go back to the grid mode. So let's suppose your reviewing system is done. You can simply press a live button, go back to the live, be ready for the second call. Once game is over, you stop game, then it will saving all 4 videos in your computers. There's some chances that, maybe 4 feeds are not fully synchronized. It can happen, right? So we giving you option that you can adjust synchronization between videos before the game starts. So maybe you're gonna having a one person in the middle, maybe like a dropping a ball or clapping on hands, something significant, the action in front of videos. Then you can adjust plus minus for all 4 view to making a perfect synchronization before game starts. And this setting will be saved until the end of the recordings. So this kiosk, how are you going to apply in Taekwondo, right? So I would like to say the use case 1 is for daily training session in your practice area. I'm not talking about competition. I'm talking about every day your athletes, your teams in the training center, you are practicing Taekwondo in Gyeorugi, also Taekwondo in Pumse. They have lots of time to spending in the practice session, right? Now we set it up, this kiosk with 2 cameras or 3 cameras, any camera you want, one court for practice. Same thing, 2 camera with 1 PoE router and one full touch screen. PC can be used with one form factor small PC you can attach behind the touch screen, make it even simpler. You know, the reason why we set it up for these practice sessions is we giving live coaching with instant visual communication tool. I can give a bit more. So whenever coach trying to giving something advice or coaching during the practice, there's always trouble that there's lots of explanation and 1,000 words to explaining what he observed, to giving us some advice for the athlete, right? But sometimes it's not really working properly. It's taking ages, but maybe athletes still doesn't get it, what coach is saying. So the concept is the following. This tool is very easy to use, which means you don't need to be there as an expert of system integrator all the time or video analyst. You don't have to be there. Simply set up this kiosk in the venue and let coach or athletes controlling and play themselves, right? So this self-operated by those, athletes, coaches, and it will giving you very effective coaching by showing the relevant videos. When coach try to give some comments on certain actions or some athletes made a mistake, you can simply go up to the screen, browsing and finding a moment, and even zoom in, zoom out, all the actions and make athletes understanding what coach is saying, right? Also keep in mind that young generations athletes, they are more video learner generation rather than textbook or something other method. They are very instantly get the point when they show the video, relevant video moments, what coach wanted to say. So which means as a result, you can saving dramatically time on the conversations during the training. And as much as you're saving the time, you can use it for actual practice. That is one of the key value of this kiosk. Use case 2 of this kiosk, obviously this system can be used as a video replay system for officiation, okay? So like a legacy I showed you before, like using the keyboard and mouse and Shutter Pro, but you can use this kiosk for same purpose, video replay, especially when you have competitions in your regions. You can use this one for video replay. But again, it's not only for the Taekwondo. All the combat sports listed, Jiu-Jitsu and boxing and judo, wrestling, you can use it commonly. Right. Here is the points that I name it as a stone for two birds. Earlier, I know that there's many of clients, many of people who already purchased our IVR system for Taekwondo competitions, but competition never happen every day. It only happened for a couple of days or weeks. Then next competition coming few months later or even 1 year later. So you have not much time to use out of this competition period, right? But here, if you have this kiosk, this is one use case that you can set it up in your training venue, 27 ready to be used by athletes and coaches for self-operating system, right? Then imagine that while you're using this one day you have a competitions or Taekwondo competition in your area, you can bring this one and use it as a competition video replay, right? So this is quite easy to handle. As you can see, there's cameras, tripod, router, and touch screen. You can bring, and it's mobile, very easy to transport to another place, set it up using the competitions. Once the competition is over, again, you bring it back to the training sessions. So competitions, training, which means you can ultimately utilizing unlimited number of usage during the subscription period. That's the reason why I call it is a game changer on this combat sports technology. We have even more advanced technologies out of it. So I will give you a quick overview, right? So we talked about instant video review during the game. Also, we have a kiosk for even easier for full touch screen interface. Classically, we Dartfish are expert of biomechanical analysis for skill improvement, right? Imagine during all the competition, you capture all the videos through the multi-angle of cameras, and you break down crucial moment of the match. You can trim and you can publish this video for your in advanced analysis for motion and the statistical analysis for that. So you can identify the area of the improvement of every athletes. You can highlight, adding annotation value. You can making a storyline, storyboard analysis to let your athletes understanding how to improve for the next competitions. And in terms of matches, also we can apply with the data analytics. Every tagging, either you make a manual tagging in live, or you can apply with automatic tagging by the scoring system. So all the data will give you the insights, and the raw data become data analytics using the Power BI. So we have a Dartfish TV channel, which is not only for the playback the video and not only for the tag and events and keyword. Those data also converted as a data visualizations. We call it the Power BI. You can creating this kind of tailored report when you believe this is important, right? And this report and video play is interactive, which means whenever you click any of the parameters of Power BI, for instance, how many headshot I made it successful, over last matches, you click it, you can have a playlist, all the moments of the relevant videos based on what you clicked, you can see the video one after the other. That's one of the very key values having, match analysis or even the athletes development. Also, let me tell you about another thing. We call it the brand depth. The thing is, Dartfish TV channel is a web-based the platform, right? But your users, your athletes doesn't want to go to the PC and open the browser to check all the contents, right? So what you can do, you can put all your videos, either motion analysis or match analysis, even data. You can put it into the central location in Dartfish TV channel. After that, Dartfish, what we can do, we can creating a mobile app. We call it the branded app. As an example, if there's a Swiss Taekwondo Federation wants to have it, we creating an app and we can distribute it into the App Store and Google Play. It's a free app. Anyone can download, anyone can install it. But in order to access, you as a channel owner, you need to grant them a right to access for the contents, which means you can control certain specific video contents for target audiences in different target audiences. So as an example, maybe you have a certain athlete, you want to share the playlist of your analysis, you can define and you can push this video to only that athlete rather than any other public people. The concept is you adding a new video with a new analysis into TV channel. Then depending on the access right, you can push the alarm into the mobile app and all the people get noticed. They can access, once they have access right, they can access video and browse all the things together. Also, any academy, Taekwondo academy, they want to promote some of the nice videos to promoting your clubs into the market. You can also using the public collection, anyone can see the video. You can push one of the promotional video over this one, and you can share it with many of the social media network like a Facebook, LinkedIn, or X, whatever. You can also sharing this one very easy to others. At the end, all the audiences will receive this one, and they can check and review the video and analysis through the mobile devices. Okay, now we have a fifth chapter. We have operational model. So if you are interested, how we kickstart with the Dartfish, right? I'm talking about instant video review system for Taekwondo. I think I have a option that three options you may think about. Number one is you are the owner of the system. Simply you purchase hardware. Also, you purchase yearly subscriptions of Dartfish, the software, which means it's best for your organization if you have anyone already know how to controlling, how to install, how to operate. That's the perfect case. You purchase from everything from us and subscribe to the software. You can use it on your own. This is one model. But some organizations that, they can purchase, but maybe they are not really confident to using it themselves. So what we can do, we can have a kind of hybrid mode. You can still purchase hardware. You can also purchase a software on a yearly basis, but we can help. We can give you some either online or on-site support or helping, and we can run this one, especially for the competitions. When you're using this one, we can sending our experts to your venue, and he can do all the installation and supervising how does it work. But operation itself in the competition is a video referees. In the Taekwondo, there's a regulation, so video referees has to operating IVR system by themselves, but our experts will be behind the scene, and whenever they have an issue, we can still support and make sure everything goes smoothly, okay? The last one is if any of our organizations or competition manager, maybe we don't want to buy anything, but I want to have something project-based. We have a very important competition in next month. Then we can go, our people will go with all the hardwares, softwares, and we managing everything. Still remain, the referee has to run the RVR system, but out of it, we can handle it everything. So those are we call it the full services. Those are the three models I can think about. But if any of your interest getting into the Taekwondo for kiosk or TV channel or athlete management system, many different aspects you want to talk about it, we are ready to consulting you, finding the best solution ever for your needs. Okay, so we are going into the end, which is conclusion and Q&A. Give you the highlights that, Dartfish, we have a total solutions, cover everything what you need in terms of video for Taekwondo. Starting with the IVR system, like I said, we have a legacy system, already use it well. You can keep on using it. You need it, you can have it. Also, we have a new system called the kiosk system, full touchscreen UI. You can also apply that one. Then we have a match notation analysis, which is tagging either live or post. And you can having this kind of tag informations and making a statistics. Dartfish TV channel allows you to having all the videos and tags and then data into the one online platform, and it will give you also data analytics using by the Power BI reports. And any single moment of video you want to do deep dive of motion and biomechanical analysis, we can also apply with this kind of physical or a technical analysis. At the end, all the video contents or video analysis you collected, you can share it to your athletes or any stakeholder you need it for very easily for mobile recreating as more brand depth. So this one, we have every single element what you need. Depending on your needs, we can tailor how we're gonna make this best suitable solution for you. So I'm ready. Actually, we are ready to collaborate any of Taekwondo organizations to work with. How we're gonna finding the best solution for you. I would say we are the one of the renowned as a Taekwondo friendly sports tech company today. So whenever you have any questions, we have a lots of answers and ideas, and we're looking forward to having your feedback to getting any of leads, then we are happy to following up. Thank you so much for your attention for these sessions, and you can reach me by email or mobile. WhatsApp is also welcome, or LinkedIn. I have a QR code. You can register in case you need it. So now it's time for Q&A. I have a couple of people already raise their hands, right? So if there's anyone, you can unmute, you can speak to me. Thank you. Oh, I can already have a one chat. Is it possible to use a unified infrastructure for IT equipment with the switch and cams? Unified infrastructure. Maybe I'm not really sure I understood the questions. Yeah. I think I will talk with my, technical team. Maybe I will come back to you this question to you. Okay. I think Stefan already raised a question. It was Stefan, you. It was you. I will come back to you personally, Stefan. No problem. Do you have any questions? Is it clear about our contents today? Or happened in a multi-camera of the channel recorded. You mean the videos you have like a 4 video you connected? All the video will be recorded as separate videos. Okay, and those recorded videos, when you can also after stop capture, you can review these 4 videos in offline, not live mode. You can review it again with a synchronized. Okay, so Jamal, you like it? Our new kiosk system. If anyone wants to have an even more deep dive demo, typically for you guys, we can arrange another separate demo one-to-one, and I can give you a bit more advanced demo for you. Yes, Stefan, I know you know the office since years. Yes, happy to see you come back. Okay. Yeah, it's a good questions about the frame rates. If you're using the broadcast feed, like SDI, normally it go up to 50 or 60 frames per second, depending on the PAL and NTSC. But if you're using IP cameras, you can go up to 60 or even 120 frames per second. We are using lots of Axis cameras. They have a couple of models supporting with 120 frames per second. So we are compatible with, so you can go up to the 120 frames per second. But Taekwondo today, obviously, maybe, also the resolution. Keep in mind that this resolution of video is also important, either HD and 4K. You can see the differentiate, right? But also frame rates, more frame rates, maybe it will be expensive in terms of purchasing hardware. And also it's expensive to dealing with the more data in terms of networking, the data streaming. So you need to finding a best frame rate what you're looking for. But recently, Taekwondo rule has been changed. Like a head kick is not a part of things you can claim for the instant video review. So maybe most of cases, 60 frames per second is mostly sufficient enough, I would say. Oh yeah, Stefan, thank you for the link. I will have a look and I will come back to you. Yes. Okay, so if you don't have any further questions, this session will already fully recorded. You can review anytime you want to see it again, or you can contact us, Dartfish, or me, having a certain specific questions. We are happy to help. All right. Again, thanks a lot for your time and attentions. I'm really happy to having you today. And hopefully we have some more sessions, separate session later together, right? All right. Thanks a lot and wish you a good day. And all right. See you next time. Bye-bye.